A wonderful good evening, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome to our first webinar in the year 2019. It's me, Markus Gabel. I'm trader at the Asset Management Born-Stahlberg & Partner and CEO at Dow Trading. It's a great pleasure for me, together with Admiral Markets, to guide you through this new webinar series, Master the Markets. And the target or the goal of this webinar series is how to analyze hourly and daily charts, identify trading opportunities, you can read it on the slide here, and carry out a profitable trading strategy. Maybe you know we had a past series with a great education series, and this new webinar series is mixed between live trading and creating trading chances and opportunities, and a little bit education. And I'm very grateful to Admiral Markets that they give me this chance to teach you, to educate you, to guide you a little bit through the market based on my 20 years experience in the trading business. So feel free to ask me whatever you want. Type it in the chat box. If you have any questions, we can talk about everything in the next 45 minutes. And the great topic is Master the Markets. My private goal or my personal goal with you is through this webinar series, I hope we can work through the whole year together with Admiral Markets to build up a profitable strategy and a profitable system, and to be profitable at the end of the year. Because we creating chances, we talk about the market, and you will see in my in the MetaTrader that I use a list of currencies, of indices and metals and energy, and but in a very calm environment in daily chart and in hourly chart. We are no day traders, because day trading is a special part, but it's not a part of this webinar. Okay. So I'm very happy that you'll be a part of that. And as you can hear, of course, I'm a German guy and my English is German as well. And I hope you will forgive me some mistakes, or if I will, to look for some words, and maybe sometimes you can help me. But I guess we can understand to each other. Okay. First of all, let's switch to the risk to the risk disclaimer. You can see trading with financial instruments offered by Admiral Markets carries a high level of risk, which is not suitable for all investors due to their complex nature. Very important, we are working with a demo account here, but I have also at Admiral Market a live account where you can follow me on the forexfactory.com. And my name there is Dow Trader. And there you can see which trades I make there on my live account. But in this webinar, we work with a demo account, but we will record every trade which we make together, so you can see how I make my money management, how I make my trade management, and you can follow every trade we make together. So then, since August last year, we have a regulation with the European Union called ESMA, and ESMA makes a difference between retail clients and professional clients. And as I said in this presentation, we use trading accounts, so we can use high leverage, but almost my own risk management is almost maximum 1% per trade. So this is the difference between professional and retail clients, and you see between 130, 120, and different offers for professional and retail clients. So that's your options. You can see it. It's depending of some special needs you have to do, that you can be a professional client. And yes, that's what's the wrong. And why you have to choose Admiral Markets is it's really easy, because we have the best index offerings about DAX 30 or Euro against the US dollar. One World Global Offers at Markets is a great broker around the world, so you can open your account wherever you want. So, guys, ladies and gentlemen, let's start into this great new webinar, Master the Markets. Before we switch into the live chart, I want to show you what is my personal trading approach. You know, I have experience of around 20 years in the market now, and I experienced everything. I lost everything in my life, money, self-confidence, even my family, wife, and so on. I lost everything. And I tried everything in the markets. I tried every oscillator, indicator. I tried everything, and I made a lot of experience in the market. And at the end, what I teach to all my clients is that your trading approach must be as easy as possible, because the real challenge in trading is not based on your trading approach, because there exists a lot of trading approaches around the world. You can trade about whatever you want. You can trade about the sun and the moon or the stars in the heaven, or you can trade if your girlfriend is looking nicely or not, or you can trade about broken trend channels or whatever you want. But in my experience, as easy as possible, keep it stupid and simple. And in my opinion, is success not a fantasy, it's a formula. And there exist two things in market, they always work, they're always working. Trend and price. That's the two information we need in our trading, and then you can be successful. So you see, this is the trading approach basically. We are looking for a valid trend. We want to make trades outcoming of the correction, and we have to make sure that the bigger trend, so maybe the daily chart, we want to make trades in the hourly chart, and the daily trend must working for us or must support us. And then you have a great probability between 64 and almost 72% that you are successful in trading. But as you can see at the numbers, you cannot read there 100%. And this, guys, is the real challenge in trading, that you have to accept the inevitable thing that you cannot have 100% of probabilities in trading. You will make losses, but you can control it. And this is what we want to do in this webinar, that I can show you based on my trading approach and on my trading experience how we can be successful in trading. But we cannot expect that every trade will be a winner. We have to expect that sometimes we have a loser. That's the reason why we want to work together very close, so I can support you in mental things. We can talk to each other and we can write emails or whatever you want. And if you want to have more information, you can switch on my homepage. Let me show you this one. You can see now how-trading.com. You can switch to the English version, and there you have any information, whatever you want. And if you scroll down, you can see all information you want to need, inclusive my offers of trading and education, and trading and education. And you have a special offer of almost 20 euros for 1 month for a trial version. Everything is available in English if you want. So based on this trading approach, we want to look at the market, but we have to make sure that we stick on our 7 rules. These 7 rules will guide us through the whole year, or as long as this webinar series is taking place. So the first rule is valid trend is needed. Guys, please don't forget this number, the rule number 1, no trend no trade. Second rule, we need a young trend. The major of the trend, maximum trend, 4 trend arms. One movement, one correction is one trend arm. Rule number 3, we want to trade outcoming of the correction, so we need a correction at least of 38% of Fibonacci retracement. And then rule number 4, we wait for the rebound inside of the correction zone. And here helps us the balance candle of Heikin Ashi. I use Heikin Ashi for my trading service or for my trading approach and in my charts, cause it's easy as possible. So in Heikin Ashi, you see two trend kinds of two pieces of trend of candles. First, a trend continuation candle and a balance candle. And the balance candle will show you that maybe the correction is coming to an end and the trend continuation is more likely than a trend break. Rule number 5, we only make trades outside of the fair value zone. I told you some minutes ago, I need two information, a valid trend and the price information. If I have a fair value price or an unfair valued price. So we make trades out of the fair value zone because we have out of the fair value zone, we have the biggest opportunity that the price will go back to the fair value zone or to the point of control. There's only one exception we can use if we have a correction at the point of control, point of high or point of low, or somebody says value area high, value area low, or point of control is the same. And rule number 6, Fibonacci market profile will show you the target, because at the first target, at the Fibonacci retracements, we take out of the market the half of our position, and the rest we let the market decide how much money he will give us. And rule number 7, the big picture. In our case, in this webinar series, the daily chart must support you. And there we use 3 templates. Let me show you the 3 templates. First of all, this is the daily chart. We have a trend as well as in the hourly chart, and we come there out of the correction. This is the best template we can use. The second template, we can use divergences. So you have lower lows, but in the RSI we have a higher low. This is the divergence, and this is one of the best technical issues, the most important technical signals you can use to make corrective trades in the hourly chart. This is the second template. And the third template is, I guess you know it, is a great support or a great resist, and we can make in the smaller time frame in the hourly chart that we can make the trades. So let's repeat. Great support or resist, we are talking about the daily chart. Or we have divergence on the lower side or on the upper side. We can make trades in a corrective kind. Or we have a trend at itself, like in the hourly chart, and we can make trades outcoming of the correction. But guys, all of that 3 templates must taking place outside of the fair value zone. One exception, do you remember? At the point of control, at the point of high, or at the point of low. So with this in our mind, now we switch first of all to our chart. And about our 45 minutes we have to go. I prepared the trading chances for the next days until the next Wednesday. So let's start with a view at the euro against the Canadian dollar. First of all, what you can see, do you remember the first template is we have a trend in daily chart and we have a rebound and we can make trades in direction of the trend. So actually you can see that we have here a trend. Let's see. You have here this trend and the price come back to the point of control. The price always wants to go back to the fair value zone, to a fair value price. That's the pure nature of trading, guys. That's the reason why I told you every time you only need two information. You need a trend and you need a price information. No more, no less. So that's a great chance to make a trade in daily chart. So you see the price come back, and if we will see in the next days a balance candle like here a couple of weeks ago, and if you can see here a balance candle in the daily chart, then you can expect that a trend continuation is more likely than a trend break. And this is, do you remember, the only exception when you may make trades inside of the fair value zone, and the red zone is the fair value zone. There takes place the most volume there, the most traffic inside of the red zone, and this is a fair price, fair value price. So the players in the market, the big player says, what do you want from me? I'm satisfied with that price. No more needs to do anything there. So, but we have a trend, and maybe the correction will finish there or will come to an end there. And if you can see a balance candle there, then we can make a long trade in the daily chart. So please put it on your watch list. We want to make these trades together. And if you have questions about the trade, so you can text me about Facebook or whatever you want, or write me an email, or we have our trades every Wednesday. And if you have more questions, I invite you to come inside of my trading service. There we make the same, but we make this every day. Okay, please put it on your watch list. Guys, let me tell you something. I'm not a special analyst. I'm not interested about the euro. I'm not interested about the Canadian dollar. The gold, it doesn't matter to me. DAX, I'm not interested on DAX. I'm not interested in Dow. I'm not such an analyst who want to tell you, oh, the Dow Jones could go long or short, or why, and I'm looking for some reasons why the price will do that or the other things or whatever. I'm not such an analyst. I'm a live trader. And the only thing I am interested in is to make money. And there's only one chance how you can make money in trading: if you have a stable system, if you have a profitable system, and if you have rules you have to stick to. And then you have your probabilities on your side. And I showed you some minutes ago my trading approach, trend trading. Based on a valid trend, based on my price information, and then we have a probability of 72% that we can be successful in trading. You can choose the chat box if you want. If you have some questions, if I talk too much for you, let me know. But I want to work with you. So if you have some question, don't be shy. Feel free to ask whatever you want. Let me tell you something. There's one secret. There's a big secret in trading. Do you know that? There is a big secret in trading. The biggest secret in trading is there is not a secret. There isn't a secret. That's the biggest secret, that there doesn't exist a secret in trading. The only thing what you have to do is you need a stable system and you have to stick to your rules. That's all. And I told you the 7 rules based on the big picture. And that's what we want to do in this webinar called Master the Markets. Because everybody wants to be a master of the markets. But to be or to become a master of the markets, you have, first of all, you have to learn to stick to your rules. to be disciplined in trading and let the market decide how much money he will give you. And this is what I want to teach you, and this is where I want to support you in this maybe new kind of trading for you. I know and I accept that there exist a lot of trading approaches around the world, but I figured out in my past that so many approaches are so complicated, and you need rocket science about that. You need a big mathematic to understand what they want from me. But in my experience, trading must be as easy as possible, because the real challenge is not based on the trading rules. The big challenge is taking place in your mind. Because if you want to be a successful trader, and if you want to become a successful trader, you have to change your personality and you have to change your mind. That's the biggest thing in trading. What if it used for trend identification? Okay, I use my expert advisor here, because I developed an expert advisor with the zigzag indicator, which show me the trend. So you can put it, you can take it, a trial version on my homepage, try it then, and then or we can talk about that. But that's what we want to learn to each other in this trading series, Master the Markets, that we learn how to paint the trend, and how to see how big or how large must correction zone must be. And that was we want to learn during this webinar, not today, but during the next weeks and months. So put it on your watch list, euro against Canadian dollar. If we will see here trading a balanced candle at the next days, then we can make a long trade in the long direction. Time frame for trend identification. Then it's depending of you. I trade in daily chart and hourly chart, so I paint there the trend. So let me tell you something. The time frame as itself is not important. The trend is important, because if you have enough history, you can see the big trend in the mini chart. It's only a question of the history. So, because in the book map or in the order book doesn't exist a time frame. In the order book, there exist only numbers, buyers and sellers, no more, no less. But for a better understanding and for an easier view at the charts, we use time frames. But in my opinion, I wouldn't need a time frame, because I can use the 5-minute chart with a lot of history. I can see the daily chart in the trend. I can see the hourly chart, but it's a little bit easier to take time frames. But it's depending of what you use for a time frame, and there you have paint your trend. But paint your trends in a way that is very obviously, so you can see it very clear. That's only a little bit hint for you, a tip. Okay, next one, euro against Japanese yen. So the Chinese traders destroyed the trend during the New Year, because you see, or you can see, they traded, they destroyed the completely chart and make us called flash crash here. But now we are back in the red zone. We are back in the fair value zone. So what can we do there? Actually, nothing. But let me tell you, if the price will come back to the point of low, and you can see here a stabilization, then we have our third template like a big support there. And then we can switch to the hourly chart and we can make a long trade there because we want to go back to the point of control. So we need a correction down to the point of low, and then we can think about a long trade in the hourly chart. Not yet, cause why not yet? You see, the hourly chart is in the lower green zone and on the way up to the own point of control. You will see the price will go back or is going to go back to the point of control. Maybe not yet, maybe it will take some hours, some days, some weeks, but first of all, we need support about the daily chart, and actually we are among the red zone. There we cannot make trades there, because it's a fair price right now. We need a rebound at the point of low, which means the price in the hourly chart has to go down as well. And then we can start a new long trade. So not yet, maybe the next week or during the next days. We will talk about it next Wednesday, but put it on your watch list, euro against Japanese yen. If you want to see, you can switch on the homepage. I will show you. This is called forexfactory.com. And my name there is Dao Master. And there you can see there's my Admiral Markets Live account. And you can see it was a worst year last year, but it's a small account. It's more for the webinars. And there you can follow every trade I make there. And I make the same trades I talking about with you in the webinars. I make the same trades in my live account. You can see there that you can follow there if you want, or you can ask me. That's the second chance. Next, euro against the New Zealand dollar. There is a great chance, guys. Look at this one. You can see we have a little bit of a trend. So you can make a trade in the daily chart. Look at this one. I will paint it for you. Then now you can see how I paint my trend here. So I see a long trend in my small eyes. I see a long trend. Movement, correction, movement, correction. And do you remember we said there's only one exception where we made trades in the red zone. Only the correction stops at the point of control or high or low. At that moment here, we have a stabilization at the point of control. But be careful. To make trades in the daily chart, remember the 7 rules. Don't forget it. You don't need a higher time frame for the daily chart. Daily chart is value enough. But you have our rules. We need a trend. Yes, we have. We need a young trend. Yes, we have. We need a correction, at least, do you remember, 38%. No, we don't. That's less than 38%. So we cannot make a trade in the daily chart. But as a signal for the hourly chart, that's great, because we see a stabilization at the point of control. So that's the reason switch to the hourly chart. But now, here you can see you are among the red zone, and here it's not allowed to make trades in this trading area of the red zone. So we need a price down at the point of control, like the daily chart. We need a price here. And if we have a trend, or if you have the price here, then we can think about a long trade. But I guess it will destroy it then, because the price at the point of control, you can see it here, is at, let me see, 1.6587. If the price will go down, then we can see we are too much low under the point of control. I want to explain it to you that you can understand my own understanding of the market and how I make my trades. But putting in your watch list, maybe everything can happen in the market. Expect nothing, because everything can happen in the market. What is the rebound signal? The rebound signal is a balance candle. Look at this one. These are balance candles. Now, first of all, let me see a little bit bigger. Let's make it, sorry, this one. So you see, that's the nice thing in Heikin Ashi version, because you see only two candles. This is a trend continuation candle here. This one. This is a big body and a shadow on the lower side. It's a long continuation candle, and this here is a balance candle. This is a balance candle, a small body and a shadow on the upper and the lower side. This is a balance candle, and as the name called says, a balance between buyers and sellers. This means we have a stabilization here, and balance candles always occurs at the end of a movement or at the end of a correction. Look at the chart, you will see always the same. So put it on your watch list, and we will talk about it next Wednesday. So the second last, British pound against Australian dollar. So you see, I have a trend there. Let me show you. Let me show you this one. First of all, movement, correction, movement, flash crash about Chinese traders, down to the point of control. So you can make a trade there in daily chart. If you will see here a balance candle at the point of control, then you can make your long trade in direction of the trend, never against the trend, never, always with trend, never against. Or you will use the hourly chart. Let's switch to the hourly chart, and then if the price will go down to the point of control at 1.7714, you see the price will go down here to 1.75, and here we are among the red zone in the hourly chart. We cannot make trades there because we want to go long. Then we have to wait if the price will come back to the point of low, and then we can make a long trade there back to the point of control, but not inside of that. Maybe in the first webinar, it's a little bit complicated for you. Maybe you heard it you hear it for the first time. But we will repeat it and repeat it and repeat it. And I guess at the second or third time in the webinar, you understand what I try to tell you. I make this kind of trading since years ago, and some years are very profitable, some years are less profitable. I had a worse year last year on one account, but I doubled another account of 104%. So only with this system. But I learned that the market will decide how much money I will get. My discipline or my task is to stick on my rules and to be disciplined. That's the big thing in trading. British pound, Australian dollar is a great opportunity for the next days, believe me. Or maybe. Last one, New Zealand dollar against a Japanese yen. You see, Chinese flash crash, but the price came back to the point of low, and here we can see a stabilization actually, and the price will go back to the point of control. And if you look a couple of weeks ago, you see the stabilization at the point of low. And each time the price make a long movement back to the point of control. It's so easy to trade. You have to stick to your rules. That's all. So look at the hourly chart. This is a great signal, a stabilization, a support at this is the third template, a support at the point of low. And now switch to the Japanese yen, to the hourly chart. And here you can see we have a trend. The only thing, our rules, trend, young trend, correction at least 38%, and then balance candle, and then fire free back to the point of control. So actually, it's a little bit too early because we need a trend. And you see, I have installed my trading, my expert advisor, and I say them only long based on my rules. Trend, young trend, correction 38%, Heikin Ashi balance candle, and then long or short, whatever the expert advisor should do. Okay, put it on your watch list. New Zealand dollar, Japanese yen is one of the hottest opportunities during the next 2 or 3 days, maybe till the next Wednesday. As I said, I recorded every trade I make there, and we can talk about it in every webinar. So we make a review about the trades we made, and we talk about new trades. And the last minutes, I want to tell you a little bit education for the next 5 or 10 minutes. So I hope you understand it. So we have 1 or 2 chances for the next days, and New Zealand dollar, Japanese yen is one of the hottest chances we can use for the next trading days. And the other one, euro, Canadian dollar, euro, Japanese yen, New Zealand dollar, British pound, Australian dollar, put it on your watch list. In these webinars, guys, we don't make a market outlook. Tomorrow at 11:30, I make a market outlook at Admiral Markets. But in this special webinar, Master the Markets, we only want to talk about trades we can make and what we can earn money with that. We have no money. We cannot earn money if we analyze the markets, DAX and Dow and whatever. We want to make money. We want to make money in the market. And the only opportunity you can make money is if you have a system, if you stick your rules and you push the button if the signal will occur. And at the beginning of this webinar, I want to tell you a little about some key facts about a business plan. Let me ask you, do you have a business plan? Do you have a trading plan already? What do you think? Do you have a business plan? It's so much important that you have a business plan. Why? For what is a business plan needed? In the beginning of my trading career, I thought by myself, I'm not stupid. For what do I need a business plan? I want to be a trader. But today, I talk to my clients every day. You need a business plan or maybe a trading plan. Why? Why do you need a business plan? Guys, trading is not a game. Okay, it's a big game of all traders. But it's not a game you can waste your lifetime. That's less a respect to our Lord. Because you only have this one life, guys. It's not allowed to waste your lifetime. And if you don't have a plan, whatever you want to do in trading, you waste your time, lifetime. You can waste money in market. That's not a problem. So you can get back money from the market. That's not the problem. But you never will get back from the market 1 second of your lifetime. That's the reason why I try every time so hard to give you value information about trading. We don't want to waste time in this 45 minutes we have together. So, for what do you need a business plan? First of all, a business plan will help you to find your own trading tactic or setup. I told you there exists a lot of trading setups around the world, but not every trading setup fits for you. So a business plan is needed to help to find your own trading tactic or setup. So maybe you are a part-time trader because you have a normal job between 8 o'clock and 5 o'clock in the evening. You cannot be a day trader. If you think you can make day trades in the evening, forget it. It doesn't work. Believe me, I tried it too many years. It doesn't work. If you be a part-time trader, you need a setup which works in hourly and daily chart. And a business plan is needed to figure it out. What trading setup and trading tactic fits to you. The second point, it will help to find your own crucial points in trading. What do I mean when I'm talking about crucial points? What kind of person are you? Do you have a family? How powerful or how exhausting is your job? I guess you have a job. That's crucial points. When do you come home from trading? Do you have access to your phone so you can make trades during the day while you have a job? You have to think about such crucial points. And to make trades, to make trading about your phone, it's forbidden. You can prepare your trading and you can check your positions on your phone. But real pros in trading don't trade by phone. Never. It will help to plan your next steps. Yes, trading means you have to go different steps. If you want to become a successful and profitable trader, guys, you have to make one step to the other. You cannot make the third step before you make the first step. That's stupid. You have to think about a lot of things in trading, a lot of things. And I want to teach you that. Let me tell you, I'm not important in that business. I'm not important as Markus Gabel. I'm not important. I'm not a guru. I'm not the biggest guy. Of course not. I'm a normal trader. But I have one thing. I have 20 years experience. And I experienced everything. I told you already. I'm not important. But I want to give you a piece of my experience. I can show you the way. I can open the door for you. And I can move all problems to the side. But you are the one and only. You have to go. I can lead you. I can take your hands and I can lead you through the way. But you have to walk alone. That's the reason. I'm not important. Let me tell you, I'm not important. I only want to share my experience with you. That's the most important thing. And I can promise you, if you're willing and if you are ready to change your mind and to change your personality, that's a really hard thing, believe me. Then you have a real chance to become a successful trader. I swear to God. And it's my job. It's my job, together with Admiral Markets here, with my great partners here. That's our job, to lead you to become a successful trader. And that's the reason why you need a business plan. The business plan contains a full of subscriptions of your whole trading business. And this is like a red line. And it's a helpful thing for your self-control and to repeat the things you already did. That's the reason. Take a paper, take the pen, and write down your business plan. And in the next webinars, I want to tell you more about the things you have, what's business plan have to continue. So let's see. If you don't know, Mark Twain says that, if you don't know where you're going, you will end up somewhere else. And guys, we don't have to waste lifetime. We don't want to go somewhere else. You and me, together, we want to become successful traders. We want to be exercises. We want to be challenges. We want to be templates for our children. We want to be the hero of our families. You want to be the hero of your wife. You want to be the hero of your girlfriend. You want to be a valuable part of the society. But if you want to be that, you have to learn trading. That's the reason why you need a business plan, guys. And that's we want to talk about. What a business plan have to continue the content of a trader's business plan. We want to talk about it next Wednesday as a part of this Master the Markets. You can see it, who I am, what do I have, where is my goal, and how can I reach it. About that content we want to talk about next Wednesday. Thank you very, very much for your time in this webinar. This was our first webinar in this new series, Master the Markets. I hope you were satisfied or you are satisfied with me. I do my best that I can tell you really valuable things you can use for yourself. I can be a part of your support. I can teach you, I can support you. That's what I want to do. That's my mission. That's my vision of my trading, of my business, that I can help you to become a successful trader. Let's see next Wednesday or maybe tomorrow at 11 at a short webinar at Elmer Markets with a market outlook. Thank you for being a part of this Master the Markets webinar. And now I wish you a great evening and a lot of success, and take care and enjoy the rest of your day. And always think about one thing. Be careful about your thoughts. They are the beginning of your actions. Take care and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.